I'll tell you what, even if the visitors put those outfits together by accident, they nailed it. Looking sharp as ever as they came into the building. A view of downtown Detroit is seen from the riverfront on a beautiful day here in the Motor City. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at Thomas. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
So with the All-Star starters in the books, don't forget to join us for the NBA All-Star game coming up very, very soon. Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Hicks. Also Wilkins out there. Zach Randolph is out there with Shane Battier. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the four-man position. And for the Pistons, Dumars is out there with Thomas. Then it's Lucas, that's Hill, and it's Lanier in its center. And Vancouver starts out with the ball. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
It's Hill on the wing. Floats one. Vancouver pulls it in, and this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. Tipped away and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
Now, here's Thomas. Shane Battier. Unable to get his shot to go in. 5 to shoot. Here's Dumars. They get a hand on it. Now Wilkins. The pass to Hicks. Driving the lane, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Shooting two.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking. And you know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
Here's Abdul Rahim. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Battier kicks to Wilkins. Here's Abdul Rahim. Randolph trying to free himself up, and the shot's good from Abdur-Rahim.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Hill passes to Thomas. Here's Lanier, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Oh, toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
Hicks passes to Wilkins. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dumars kicks to Thomas. Good D by Wilkins.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points, just another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle.
Now, here is Hill. Dominique Wilkins unable to get his shot to go. Hill against Randolph. Randolph grabs the board, and the Grizzlies leading by 4. Abdur-Rahim passes to Hicks.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Isaiah Thomas.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Wilkins' shot is off. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here's Hill. Takes it inside. No good with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Battier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And it's Detroit the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Here's Hicks. 33 points last game. Inside, here's Abdur-Rahim, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Count it good.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Shots good by Hicks.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Pistons trail by 4. Dumars with it. No points in the game yet for him. Lanier, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Vancouver has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hicks. Randolph kicks to Wilkins. It's tipped.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Battier against Lucas. Here he goes. It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Dumars. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Vancouver shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Vancouver shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Battier. Both free throws good from Battier. Detroit with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to Dumars. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Dumars against Wilkins. 5 on the clock. There's Thomas at the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Robinson's checked in for Vancouver. Johnson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. Here's Hicks. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Going inside. Outside Randolph. Fires the 3. Hicks can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Bing. He's covered by Randolph. Yep, that one goes in there.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Now a timeout call by Vancouver.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
The Pistons making a change here. Stack. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Thomas passes to Dumars. Outside Thomas. Back to Dumars. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with the block. And Vancouver, look at who they've got. Robinson is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Jay. Then it's Shane Battier. And it's Wilkins in at the 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Here's Hicks. Isaiah Thomas picking up that last basket. Wilkins kicks to Hicks. Passes it to Randolph. Over Thomas. Randolph can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Dumars the pass to Thomas. Now here is Hill. Some solid defense from Battier. Vancouver leading by 8. 11 feet away. Rebound by the Pistons. They host the Kings after this game. It'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Outside Thomas. Pass to Lucas. High post shot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lucas has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
With the drive. It's stolen by Hill. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Dumars. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Now just a 3-point Vancouver lead.
He has the D scattered on the break, and with his touch, that's a great shot.
Here's Hicks. 6 points for him. To the inside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
He earns his keep with his physicality and his touch with the basketball. Randolph getting it done.
Here's Thomas. Moves back up. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. Mattier outside. To the middle. Here's Hicks. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Thomas.
He tells you something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
Looking to get it going. Here's Rodman. Drops in the layup for 2. Rodman's got his first 2 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The kick out to Wilkins. And there's the pass to Battier. Here's Randolph. Here's Hicks. He feeds it to Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Thomas. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Here's Hicks. Over Thomas. Here's Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
The first free throw is good. Robinson hits them both. Here's Dumars. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Utah Jazz.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Mattier outside. It's Wilkins with the drive. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Outside Hill. Dumars against Wilkins. It's back to Hill. The Pistons working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Pass to Dumars. Here's the 3. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Dumars got 6 points in the quarter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
18 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And it's Randolph with the ball for Vancouver. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Hicks. He's guarded by Thomas.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Chauncey Billups is checked in for Detroit. Here's Hicks. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Got a piece of it. Pistons trail by 6. And here is Billups. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Dumars kicks to Billups. Passes it to Lucas. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Billups gets it to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Hicks. Down low and stolen by Lucas. Battier against Hill. It's Dumars on the wing. Pass to Lanier. Over Randolph. Lanier, no good. Vancouver leading by 4. Here's Hicks. To the paint. Here's Battier. Up and in on the layup.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Billups passes to Dumars. 1:58 left in the first half. Lucas. And Lucas slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Hicks. He's got 8. The pass to Abdur-Rahim. Randolph trying to free himself up. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Abdur-Rahim's got 10 points. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Dumars. Dishes to Hill. 1:12 left in the second quarter. The shot misses. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Detroit's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Grizzlies with some changes. And it's Vancouver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime. As the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, for the Grizzlies, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, they've been out of control. Too many turnovers. Clearly, they don't value their possession. They need to refocus. Don't worry about making the highlight reel. Make the effective play.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pistons trail by 6. So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Dwayne Casey has on the floor. We've got Hill. Thomas is out there with Joe Dumars. Then it's Lucas, and it's Lanier in at the 5 down low. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Dumars. He kicks to Hill. Over Battier. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this team is, a stop like that was right on point.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Wilkins. Passes it to Hicks. Hill against Wilkins. Right side Randolph. Elbow shot is on the way. And the shot is long. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. He dishes it to Hill. Over Battier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hill. The Grizzlies shooting in this game 45%. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hill. For the finish. And it's Hill with the jam.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And Vancouver with the possession here after the basket by Detroit. Here's Randolph. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randolph's got 6.
One of the most voracious offensive rebounders of his generation. Randolph always in pursuit.
Right side Dumars. And Lucas slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Hicks. 8 points for him. Six to shoot. Vancouver needs to get off a shot here. Here's Abdul Rahim. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Battier with the steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Hicks. He's guarded by Hill. Hicks passes to Abdul-Rahim. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He doesn't care at all if he has to take a little punishment to get his points. You can say that for sure about Abdul-Rahim. He's not going to shy away from the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Lanier, that's good. Lanier's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Hicks. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
You got no game, Detroit. All right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancers.
Rodman, he's checked in for Lucas. Jason Williams, he's checked in for Vancouver. Thomas dishes to Rodman. Back to Thomas. It's deflected. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Hicks. He's got 8. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Pistons trail by 4. Outside Dumars. Outside Rodman. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Thomas got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the drive. Detroit with the rebound. Lanier's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hill against Battier. Hill kicks to Rodman. Ball's knocked loose. Now Battier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Hicks. Money from the wing. Hicks has got 4 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Vancouver.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim as they challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Detroit, 5 Lanier.
Here's Hicks. He's got 12. Makes it off the glass. He's got 14.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Thomas passes to Dumars. Inside, Lanier. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
One shot.
Vancouver, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Hicks. He's guarded by Thomas. Over in the corner, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Rodman with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Dumars kicks to Hill. Pass to Lanier. For the lead. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And Vancouver with
substitution for the away team.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Thomas with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Stackhouse, good. Stackhouse has got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Shane Battier. Robinson is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Jay, and it's Randolph in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hicks can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 8. Outside Thomas. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Dumars. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Dumars.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
He hits both from the strike.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Here's Hicks. Driving to the basket. And the shot is good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Thomas. The 9-foot shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Stackhouse kicks to Thomas. Here's Stackhouse. Guarded by Robinson. From downtown. Grizzlies with the rebound. Battier's got 4 rebounds in this game. The pass to Randall. Vancouver working the ball around now. Here's Hicks. He takes it in. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Dumars. Launches it. No good from Stackhouse. Vancouver trails by 6. Outside Wilkins. Stolen by Dumars. And Thomas has it in the corner.
And guys, he's been a problem this defense has not been able to solve tonight. Lanier using that size along with the skill set to fully affect this game.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hill's checked in. Vancouver making a switch here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Vancouver's coach got into his team during that timeout. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Devin?
Thank you, David. Here's Hicks. And he drives in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Look, from mid-range, they've been deadly all day. It's really opened things up for them at the other end of the floor.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lanier. The kick out to Dumars. Wilkins gets the rebound. Wilkins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside Thomas. It's back to Hill. And the shot goes in. That's 10 points for Hill.
It's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Into the lane. Randolph trying to free himself up. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Hicks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Offensive rebound. Lucas. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Here's Hicks. Basket counts. Hicks has got 26 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside Hill. Thomas passes to Lanier. Stolen by Wilkins. To tie it up. Detroit with the rebound. Lucas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Wilkins. The dish to Battier. Passes to Abdur-Rahim. And it's all evened up.
And you know what makes Abdur-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
On defense, Vancouver. Dumars with it. Kicks to Lucas. They shoot again. That's good on the jump shot. Lucas has got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Wilkins. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And when the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. And by the way, where was the defense on the...
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Randolph trying to free himself up. Snatched up. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thomas, no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots off.
Wilkins, no good.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
Hill up top. He's covered by Randolph. Hill, no good. Vancouver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hicks passes to Batty. Pass to Randolph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Hill. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lucas up top.
A wasting foul. Johnny Brooks. At the line for your Pistons. Maurice Lucas.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lucas. Chauncey Billups is checked in for Detroit. Both free throws good from Lucas. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Hicks passes to Wilkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
That free throw good from Wilkins. Both free throws good from Wilkins.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Pistons trailing. Now, here is Dumars. There's the pass to Lucas. Back to Dumars. And here is Lucas. The 3 from Billups. Good on the three-point shot. Billups has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Detroit.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
and starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Vancouver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Hicks. To the paint. Here's Wilkins. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
Hey, it's the Pistons mascot.
Detroit's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Dumars. Good on the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
Pass to Randolph. Got a hand on it. Now Hill to the middle. And Lucas slams it in.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Hicks. Started by Billups. Six to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound. Randolph passes to Abdul-Rahim. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
What you have to give Randolph great understanding for the game. Knows how to generate offense.
Pass to Dumas. Phillips from outside. The shot will not fall. So Vancouver will take it the other way. 1:25 left in the fourth. Here's Hicks. Lays it up and banks it in. Hicks has got 28. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Daddy outside. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. It's good. Abdul-Rahim's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Hicks. He started by Hill.
So far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And Billups, here we go. It drops. Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Hicks. It's good!
Timeout. And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Billups. Got it!
How about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Here's Hicks. Vanier left side. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.